Respected friends, salutations, welcome, gratitudes, congratulations. Very good to be on the path. Suggestion also is just be on the path and let us help each other by mutual sankalpa for each other purely from the deep core of our heart that because this is the noblest path, we must walk only on this path. Let us not only do sankalpa for ourselves, but for mutually, but do sankalpa also for the entire universe to evolve through spirituality. Along with it, when we also extend the deep prayers to the divinity to put us on this path and remove all the obstacles, that also has got tremendous effect. So once again, welcome. The 13 Vyaktitvas of Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Samskrita Bhasha, Jnata, Vyakarana, Sahita. Our six sources of blessings, the Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Adi Parashakti Tattva, the Devata Ganas, the entire Guru Gana, and our Shastras. Guru Shastra are directly seen. The other four Devatas, Mother, Ishvara, and the Parabrahma have to be understood with the intellect about their existence and presence. The Indriyas faculties have limited purview of their abilities. So, there is the world beyond that which is perceived by Indriyas. And in that world, all these Devata Ganas, everyone are there. We have to just accept it and pray. Like we accepted, the Vayu cannot be seen, but it is there, so we inhale, etc. etc. We accept the fire to be both in the unmanifest form, in everything, like in the firewood. Also, it is expressed in the manifest form. So, to all the nowadays latest technology, we don't insist to see physically the software or the electromagnetic waves, etc. But we know they are there, they are working. We never try to see, touch, taste, or smell to believe the electricity. But the fact that the bulb is glowing and moving makes us accept that yes, bijli hai. In the same way, our faculties are working, therefore devatas are there. Everywhere, without Shakti, nothing can happen. So the Shakti is there. Shakti cannot be without Shaktiman, so the Shaktiman is there. Shaktiman minus Shakti, or has the Shakti become one with him, undifferentiated, himself is Parabrahma. So in this way, presence of all with our intellect, we have to accept it, and then as recommended in all Shastras, we have to tune to all of them continuously to be blessed and to evolve. Like we tune to all the Pancha Mahabhutas outside with which our Sharira is made so that our Sharira is going on maintained, sustained. In the same way, for the Adhyatmika Pragati, our contact with all this is essential. Knowing this is called Buddhi Vikasa, which will happen when we keep on studying Shastras. Why go independently when the Shastras are there in which the Gurus, Mahatmas have? given us all the direction and guidance. Right? Now, beautiful Upanishad, Shwethashwathara, Prathamodhyaya, Chaturtho Mantra, Karana Brahma, Chakra Rupena Vivaranam. We are studying the topic. The purpose of it is what? Whatever we see in the world is the Brahman alone, Karana, along with the Karana. So, Karana Brahma is the Karana for the Karyatmak Jagat. Therefore, everything is He and He alone. So, with respect, reverence, seva we have to do. When we are at that our own Upadhi level and seeing the expression of Karana Brahma in the form of this Jagat. Same time, our goal must be the Nirguna Brahma, not the Karana Brahma, because Karana Brahma is limited. And if there were to be no chance or option of Nirguna Brahma, we would have said that chal theek hai yaar, abhi kya kare? No, one can go beyond Karana Brahma with the help of the Karana Brahma to enter into the Nirguna Brahma. Like if the waking were not to be there, chalo we continue suffering in the dream. But there is another state of being which is support substratum of the dream. So wake up to that. Then all dreams, tragedies, miseries, sorrows, pairs of opposite, they just get ended. In this way, all the six sources of blessings we must recognize, keep on receiving those blessings. Then this Karana Brahma, this is how we have to understand it, the purpose of that being taught there, and then the goal should not be that. Goal is the Nirguna only. The further things after we have seen Panchashat Shatardharam. Today Vimshati Pratyaravihi Ashtakair Shadvihi, then Trimarga Vedam Dvinimittaika Moham. These things when we study, then what those Brahmavadinaha have seen, te dhyana yoga anugata abhashyan. What they have seen, understood, comprehended with their intellect on the seat of dhyana about the karana of this entire jagat will be understanding intellectually. Then the next mantra, same thing said in another way, comparing it with the nadi. So chakra rupena nadi rupena. Like in Taittiriya Upanishad, the Pakshi Rupena Panchakoshas are told. Go beyond it for knowing the Parabrahma Tattva. In the Mundaka Upanishad, two Pakshis, that Rupa we were told about. Isn't it? Each Upanishad, that Rishi just gave one or the other idea to reach out to that. I know. It's a beautiful way of guidance. That's what these Upanishads, many times, engrossed in them, we have to listen and study. First to appreciate the thought, then the glory of our Rishi Munis. Then we do the sadhana said to reach to the goal. So in all that process, we are only in the very beginning initial stages. We can write the departmental improvement exams and we can get promotions. If we are not interested in promotions because of our laziness or inability to study and write, then slowly be regular in that work. One day on the seniority basis, the promotion will come. है कि ना? हर 6 महीने में हर 1 साल में भी डिपार्टमेंटल एग्जाम होता है आफ्टर फ्यू ईयर्स ऑफ मिनिमम सर्विस. तो राइट इट एंड गो टू नेक्स्ट लेवल. नहीं है तो फिर 12 साल के बाद तो मिलेगा ही फ्रॉम द क्लर्क टू यूडीसी. In spirituality also, we can enhance our speed of sadhana by totally dedicating and doing sadhanas vigorously. और जो कर रहे धीरे धीरे करो फिर अपने टाइम में होता रहेगा. Having said this, let us enjoy this beautiful Upanishad. Before that, our Sankalpa Prarthana. Before that, our today's common sense thought. In our today's common sense thought, shortly, two extremes we will see. One is the highest extreme sadhana, so the other one is at the lowest minimum level sadhana. Today's common sense thought is again spiritual related more and little bit, spiritual related only, but again vyavahara involved. What is it is somehow, anyhow, everyhow, through the Shruti Adhyanam, the study of the Shastra, followed by matlab Shruti Shravanam, Adhyanam, Mananam, Chintanam. Somehow through that and through the Shruti Ukta Yukti, with the Yukti that is said in the Shruti. Shruti and Yukti. By the Shruti and Yukti, Yukti goes to some level. After a certain level, Yukti fails. So where the Yukti logic fails, there the Shruti prevails. So with these two things, very clear. I'll follow the Shruti and Yukti and Shruti Yukta Yukti, and finally where the Yukti do not reach Shruti, I will follow. But through both of them, whether it takes 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 year, 1 decade or 2 decades, first and foremost is come to the clear, doubtless understanding and acceptance. Understanding through Shruti and Yukti, and mainly acceptance about the presence of the absolute Brahman, the reality, with his Swarupa Lakshanas of Satchit Anand. Somehow through Shruti and Yukti, we have to understand it. And the other very crucial things regarding that the Brahma Tattva, the truth realities, its Swarupa is Satchidananda. Other than that is everything is only Kalpita on that. Somehow through Shruti and Yukti, we have to come to this clear understanding and acceptance. Anybody talks other than it, opposite to it, they have not studied Shastra. So their company is Dussanga. Don't go to them. Whoever they may be, don't discuss with them. And those who are ascertaining, ensuring, strengthening our these two knowledges, that there is substratum Brahman, that alone is real. Everything else is imagined on that. That imagined thing with all its appearance as reality. And that appearance of reality in all the imagined thing is borrowed from this absolute reality only. Up to this, very thoroughly we have to grasp. Then the next one, in that Brahma Anubhuti alone, there is moksha. Somehow, anyhow, everyhow, through the Shruti and Yukti, by spending, if required, decades or even lives, we have to come to this perfect conclusion. Second one, in that Brahmanubhuti eva moksha, nanyatra. When one said, other also to be added. If we say the Brahman alone is Brahman is reality, everything other than him is kalpita, mithya, though appearing, though experienced. So to when we say in the Brahma Prapti alone is moksha, same time we have to say no moksha in the Prapti of anything else. Somehow, everyhow, anyhow, through our study of Shastra and Yukti, Shruti Yukti के माध्यम से we have to come to these firm, doubtless convictions. All our Shastra effort is towards that only. Shastra Adhyana effort. Let us know it. It takes time. Let's give it. Then somehow, anyhow, everyhow, I must have that अनुभूति. About this also we have to become stronger. Here हम थोड़ा ढीला डाला है ना. Ours is like the Uttar Pradesh, Haryana type, where we praise the government for all these services, like Jammu Kashmir also. Take all the benefits of the central government, but we vote for somebody else. like in Tamil Nadu, Kerala also. They claim to be the glorious Hindu culture and all, but they all the time vote only for useless, for those who don't support or oppose only. In the same way, that Mam Aptum Icha, this is where we are Tola Dila Dhala. That we have to keep on strengthening. I have to obtain that Brahmanubhuti, which is the giver of moksha. I have to obtain that Brahmanubhuti, which is the giver of mukti. That has to become stronger, stronger. Desire is the lakshana of the mana. You can't avoid as long as mind is there in the waking plane. But there is an option. The desire can be for the world, desire can be for the Paramatma. So far, our desire is for the world for hundreds of reasons which we every day discuss on. But one reason for which we have to desire Paramatma is in the Prapti him alone, all to be Prapta end, all the efforts to be put end, all restlessnesses, all wants, they all end. थोड़ा इसको कौन से महावाक्य से समझे, कौन से उपनिषद समझे, कौन से पुराण से समझे, doesn't matter. Through whatever any one of them, keep on trying. But come to this thing that I must experience it. Somehow, everyhow, anyhow, using the Shruti and Yukti. Like, somehow I procure money, somehow I cook my food, somehow I eat, somehow I approach doctor, take medicine, become healthy. Somehow the life is being carried on by us. Somehow manage the family, wife, children, etc. कभी प्यार से, कभी डांट के, कभी नाराज होकर, बट समहाउ गाड़ी चल रही है. In the same way, somehow, anyhow, everyhow, we have to reach to the level of this and do not fall down. First is about the understanding, acceptance of the presence of the Brahman. Second is understanding, acceptance that in the experience of that alone is there is moksha. Third one is I must experience it. यहाँ थोड़ा time लगता है because we have other habits. Even now with all the study of the Shastra, we crave for the Indriya Vastus, we crave for the other Bhogas, we crave for the Nidra. So many other cravings are there. That is why Shastra and Tattvajnana, understanding as sacred as it is, shifting our craving from that to this also is important. Isn't it? जितना हम दुनिया के लिए क्रेव कर रहे हैं उससे ज्यादा परमात्मा के लिए है ना. तिमिर गुनाथ निरंतर प्रिय लागहु मुहिराम, है ना. सएव वरणीय, like that. Then comes the fourth one. Therefore, very two important things we are seeing. What are the various sadhanas? Somehow, everyhow, anyhow, from the Shastra, Adhyana and Yukti, I have understood to reach to that experience. And I must do them. Like prakriyas of Panchakoshatita, prakriya of the Gunatrayatita, Avastratrayatita. These are all as a substratum to them. Is this Brahman? Is what is said in all Shastra, and it is said like that only. There is no other way to tell about the Paramatma Prapti sadhana. So, somehow, at least 7, 8 of them we should master intellectually. These are the sadhanas by which I reach Paramatma. Then, involving in them, for that due time, due respect should be given every day. So, we are all slowly maturing into that. It still takes some more time. Maybe fourth or fifth round of studying all Upanishads may take us to that level. Mind you, first round of studying Upanishads is if this much difficult, second and third will be more difficult. Just because of one thought that I have already studied. That will never allow us to be as sincere and regular as we were first time. That's a very terrible maya of the mind. If someone conquers it with this idea that in the first round, this much I understood, which was not sufficient, therefore, for more deeper, sufficient understanding, with more sincerity, I will make the second round of the study. If this intellectual giant is awakened in us, then we study second, third. लोग मन ऐसा होता है, एक मंदिर गए, क्या है, सब मंदिर में वही होता है। एक गुरु के पास गए, अब बस सब गुरु है। एक सत्संग सुना, बस बाकी ऐसे है। एक शास्त्र पढ़ा, तो बस एक ही है। दिस इज द माइंड शीट्स। द माइंड नेवर सेज दैट सेम विथ द ऑब्जेक्ट्स, द भोग। विथ द भोग वर्ड से, अच्छा वो बिस्किट खाया, अब ये भी खा लो। वो सिनेमा देखा, तो ये भी देखो। देखो, व्हेन इट इज a भोग वैकस्य, इट वांट्स द वैरायटी, as many as possible, देते जाओ। बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू साधना, इट सेज नहीं, अब एक किया ना, वो दूसरे की जरूरत। सुबह क्लास आ रहा हूँ ना, अब इवनिंग जरूरत नहीं। वी गेट cheated by this mind. Very dangerously. One round I have done it. Now, if I tell you only, those are coming regularly, that I am again taking up the Taittiriya Upanishad, 100% you will not come. Not because you have realized the Taittiriya Upanishad. Even I also. But the thought that हमने already सुना. Very terrible, dangerous thing it is. I'm just giving an idea which is not in the sequence of the thoughts which we are developing here. So, discovering those 7 8 things, keep doing sadhana, and we will not be able to do the sadhana till the convictions happen. So, get that conviction and being involved in that. That's the main fourth point. Hmm. What are the sadhanas that are? Then we have to involve in them. That's it. Now, slowly, a very highest thought we'll share today is what? While in this way, becoming very clear. First, about the presence of the reality. Second, obtaining that reality alone, mukti hetu. Third, I must obtain it wala conviction. Fourth, for that, from the Shastras, with the help of Guru only, discovering various sadhanas which we have just mentioned them and keep involving in them scrupulously, regularly. While doing so, don't give a chance to anything which demoralizes us in this, etc. Now, the fifth one in this regard, very essential, is what? Once in a while, accidentally at least, incidentally if possible, change the reverse gear. What is the reverse of the gear is very, very beautiful to understand and accept, but tough to do it, and it may even sometimes misguide us if we are not careful. The highest thing is what? Ki, I am a jiva trying to do the sadhana, to be the Brahman. This is what the whole Upanishads teach everything. But the same Upanishad at the highest level says, reverse it. What is the reverse? Say that I am Brahman playing the role of a jiva. In fact, if this thought becomes stronger, no other sadhana required. Aham brahmasmi mantroyam koti dosham nivarayet. In that Vedanta, Dindima and all of that, when we study in the evening class, Bhagavan Adi Shankara will tell us, Ki I am that Brahman playing the role of Jiva. Brahman alone is real. He alone is playing the role of the entire universe. In this way, giving more weightage, giving more time of practice to this thought that I am Brahman is the higher sadhana and a real actual sadhana. But that in the initial days may mislead us because while living as a jiva with upadhi, we may say in a pseudo manner, mechanically with the mouth, I am Brahman, and without intellectual understanding or meditation or experience, we may get carried away in that notion. To avoid that, they never tell us in the beginning. In the beginning only, I am Jiva with Panchakosha, I have to go beyond it. But the later on, that's not the fact because Jiva is Mithya. And Jiva becomes stronger as long as we believe him. And that's another delusion. The only countering of the delusion, you know, is I am the Brahman who is playing the role of Jiva. Actually, this has to become more stronger. Silently, secretly. That sadhana anyway we have to do. Panchakosha Viveka, all of that in our daily routine of 2 3 hours meditation. साथ में ये भी थोड़ा ऐड करते हुए 2 मिनट 3 मिनट even our general व्यवहार also. So this is the pure Brahman through this equipment expressing as a speaker here. अपने बारे में पहले शर्माते हैं, बाद में घबराते हैं, उसके बाद में धीरे आइडिया आने लगता है. This adds to the reduction in the Jiva Bhava, strengthens the Brahma Bhava, which will facilitate on the Dhyana Avastha really easily to give up that Upadhi Yukta Jiva Bhava. So, in this way, 24 hours of the day, either those sadhanas or these sadhanas, we have to keep on engaged in with all the willingness, with all the joy, with all the efforts, with all the sense of urgency, with all the fears that the time is going away, but the experience has not come to me. Aisa. To be intensely involved in it. Once we are intensely involved in the sadhana, there is no question of time or birth or death. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. That's a very higher stage. I know what I have to do. I am doing it. That will happen this life or next life. Who cares? That's the higher thing. But before that, to be intensifying our sadhana, this fear about the time, that the time is being wasted, we have to have and engage in either that sadhana or this one. Every moment and ensuring, as we said yesterday, the different topic, but the one thought can be carried from there. Qualitatively, quantitatively, how much we have done both the sadhanas. Jiva trying to realize itself as Brahman, that practice, and I am Brahman already playing the role of Jiva. कोई बकवास है इसमें कोई मतलब ही नहीं. So it's only a play. There's nothing serious about playing the role of wife or husband or man or woman or Indian or non-Indian Hindu. Yes, these are all part of delusion. I am Brahman, that's it. But with the knowledge, I am daring to share this thought because for many years we are listening to it. Therefore, that qualification is there in us to listen to this. And if it correctly clicks it, if you start doing it, this is the highest sadhana. So, aham jivosmi brahma bhavitum ichchami is the initial days. Later on, aham brahmasmi jiva rupena leelam karomi. It's the highest sadhana. And then same Brahman is there in the whole universe, as right from the Brahma Vishnu Meshwara up to the small ant also. Same Brahman expressing. And that Brahman is intact. In the play, the Janma, Marana are the main extremes in that play. In between, for reaching from Janma to Marana, so many modifications in between happen. All of them are part of play. Nothing to be serious. And nothing to be serious will be there only when that intact Brahman we identify with it. Isn't it? Like 100 rupees chala gaya. We don't be serious about it when we have in our bank or pocket some 10 lakhs. Don't see. अब है ही 100 रुपए वो भी बिगड़ गया तो we'll cry. वो भी चला गया. So if you say that I am उपाधि युक्त जीवा, then उपाधियों को कुछ हो रहा है तो we start crying. But when I know that I am Brahman, जिनको कुछ नहीं होता, is always there. Then these उपाधियों में जो हो रहा है, that is accepted. Isn't it? And none of the upadhis are permanent for any जीव. देखो कोई बंदा मर गया, उस बंदे को ही वो शरीर परमानेंट नहीं है, तो हमको कैसा उस शरीर से आइडेंटिटी होना चाहिए? Illogical, no? So too, my own body is not permanent with me. How can other bodies have to be in contact with me all the time? It is impossible. Only thing you have to accept it. Intellectual acceptance eliminates the emotions and sentiments of the mind, that is called as moksha at that level. isn't it? So निरुपाधिक ब्रह्म दृष्टि दृढ़ करते हुए सोपाधिक ब्रह्म में खेलना सीखना. जीवन मुक्tas are like that only. What the meaning of Jivan Mukti is? They are in the Atma Anumukti, that's called Mukti. Jivan, the life is also going on. Their identity is with that Brahma Tattva and they function through the Upadhi also. Okay. So this is one extreme thought of the highest level we wanted to share today. One is over. The other one at the lowest level is what? Ki we have to become matured and childlike. Highly matured and doing things childlike. What are they? Ki to do this spiritual sadhana, where from I have to steal the time because time is required for it. Where from and how I have to conserve my energy. In what way I have to pull away my attention from anything else and give that attention to Paramatma. In this highest maturity, small child like some small little tips we have to learn in life. जिससे समय, energy or attention from the world we pull away and are able to give these three for this sadhana. अब कैसे करो? Idea is given, you work on it. Which are the places where excessive time is wasted? You reduce it. It looks to be very simple. That's why I said childlike. तो 20 मिनट खाना खाने का 10 मिनट खाओ, 12 खाओ, 8 मिनट्स तो बच गया. You can do it. है ना? 7 घंटे सोने का 6 घंटे सो जाओ, 1 hour वहाँ बच गया. So whatever works we cannot avoid to do, those works in a minimum time when we do, minimum required, there lot of time is used, time is conserved, use it for Paramatma. Otherwise our spirituality theoretical remains there, practically though we are totally caught up in so many nonsenses of the world, that also giving entire time to that. This is again immaturity. That is why with maturity, from small little फटाफट कर दिया बस, go to the sadhana, फटाफट कर दिया, go to the sadhana. As regards the time and withdrawing the time from our wastage of it in the things and beings and entertainments, वो तो हम एवरीडे देख ही रहे. वो सब तो वहाँ से तो टाइम खींचना ही पड़ेगा पूरा, फिर भी काफ़ी नहीं होगा. So even from this called all time management for spirituality. And as we grow in age, more and more that we have to do because we are not young now. We don't have that much time like them. है ना? देखो when we are young and 30-40 में जिंदा या मरे there is tentative. But when you are above 80-90, there is no tentative, it's guarantee. Therefore, every moment is precious. With that fear, using the time. All are for sadhana. साधना करने के लिए जो भी सेंटिमेंट, जो भी फियर, जो भी समझदारी मदद करता है, that is correct. For doing sadhana, any of sentiment, emotion, understanding is correct only because sadhana is important. And any things taken for granted out of any immaturity or arrogance or information, because of which sadhana is neglected, it is wrong. ज्योतिष ने बोला मैं 250 साल जीता हूं, therefore अब साधना नहीं करूंगा. You understood? Then that is not right. Because you will not do sadhana even 250 years. Because the Jyotishi and his mind, his thought will continuously tell you, abhi hai, abhi hai, abhi hai. So that looks to be a very, informative, arrogant thought. But उससे साधना नहीं कर रहे हो, इसलिए गलत है. जिस बात से हम साधना कर रहे हो, correct. In that way. Now, as regard the energy concerned, same thing. Let us not waste our energies in so many mental disturbances, quarrels with the people, etc. Then we have no energy to do the study of Shastra and Sadhana because इसमें tremendous energy लगती है. बाप रे. You all know that those who are trying to come every day, trying to attend, trying to listen, शक्ति बहुत जरूरत होती है. And the third one is the attention. Enough of attending to the world and worldliness. How I can withdraw my attention from एनीथिंग अदर देन परमात्मा। अब ये भी छोटे छोटे चीज़ों से हमको समय मन और अटेंशन को खींचना है। यू फाइंड योर ओन, आई विल फाइंड माई ओन, है ना। एंड द ब्यूटी हियर, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड इट इज कि भोगा when we enjoy it, in the time of enjoyment, how beautiful it is. But if you are a sadhaka, after that enjoyment, there is nothing but regret and guilt. In the same way, doing sadhana at the time of doing is how much difficult and painful it is, we all know. But there is always a great self satisfaction, joy, self confidence, esteem when we do it. Don't we see it every day in the class? How tough and difficult it is to come to the class. Sit here, here. But when the class is over, two satisfactions. एक तो thank God class खत्म हो गया. And the second is, yeah, today also we could attend. That thing we have to keep in mind. That's called सात्विक सुख. यत्तदग्रे विषमिव परिणामे अमृतोपमम्. तत्सुखम सात्विकम प्रोक्तम. यत्तदग्रे अमृतोपमम् परिणामे विषमिव, that is rajasic. And what is tamasika? Agre cha anubandhe cha mohanam atmanah. Nidra alasya pramadottam sukham tamasu. Always deluded about the means and goals. Only nidra alasya pramada, that's tamasic sukha. Rajasic sukha, agre amrutameva, like bhoga and all. Pariname visham. The biggest visham is whole life is wasted in bhoga. Sattvic sukha is agre vishamiva. Oh, so tough to get up morning, come to class. But Pariname Amrutopam, yeah, we have studied last 5 years. Now the whole slowly the intellect is getting that conviction of what's sadhya, what's sadhana. और उससे पहले का हमारा मन को देखो, भटक रहे थे, मंदिर जाते गुरु के पास मतलब मंदिर जाते हैं और अलग अलग उपासनाएं करते हैं, बट देयर इज नो साधका इन अस, देयर इज नो सर्टेनिटी और क्लैरिटी ऑफ गोल. बिकॉज ऑफ दिस 4-5 years of effort, a little idea started coming. और भी जोर लगाओ तो और भी क्लियर. So this is Sukha. Now when I know that Paramatma is a Lakshya, not the Jagat, आधा problem खत्म हो गया because we will not run for the world now. Now we have to go for this. This struggle will anyway there. But the earlier were two struggles. What is reality? We were never going towards it. And what is unreal? We are running and getting bound. अभी तो रनिंग कम हो रहा है ना, बिकॉज वहां नहीं है जो हमको चाहिए. अब दिस इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ लास्ट 4-5 years of regular study. Continue it or be strong. So anyway, the first thing is of the highest thought. Second is what? One more small little things. Small little things we have to conserve moment by moment and use it for the sadhana. Either the highest sadhana or planned sadhanas. है ना, चोरी चोरी चुपके चुपके हमें समय वगैरह चुराना पड़ता है. And the final goal is 24 hours we are in the Atma Chintana. That is a mini last but one stage वो होना ही चाहिए. Then only the whole thing gets dissolved, the projected along with the upadhi, the reality is realized. वो होगा, वो ये सब करते रहने से वो होगा. All the time we are in the Brahma Chintanam. Like a 100% bhogi samsari, 100% Jagat Chintanam with full attention, with full sincerity. Exactly same will be a person a step before Jivan Mukti. But only the subject of Chintanam is different. For him, that Bhoga Vastus are outer world. For him, Aham Brahmasmi. That's it. So may these introductions help us every day, whatever we are listening, and add to our information a possible inspiration. And with the help of both these things, of Upanishad Adhyanam and these thoughts, may we become stronger in our own sadhana, in our own interest. पहला अपना देख लो बाबा मुक्ति. Then while doing so, seek everybody's spiritual evolution. Anything that can be done en route, keep on doing so. It's like my keep on doing is while doing my sadhana, talking to you. This is my seva to you spiritually. You can also do the same thing, but don't teach me. So you find somebody and tell. If you can't tell them the tattva, tell them to attend the class. That is your spiritual seva to them. अब 100 बार बोलो उसको आने तक, एक बार बोल के आप छोड़ दो तो वो भी कहेगा ये दूसरी बार नहीं बोल रहा है, देवर जरूरत नहीं. Isn't it? We just easily give up. That is never a sevak's lakshana. If you want to serve the Sanatana Dharma, we can never give up. We should not give up. That's it. In whatever there, seva you do for the Dharma. That's what inspiration to me. I'll not give up now. The giving of the satsangas, etc. Capacity may reduce. Number of classes may reduce. Last ounce रहने तक करते रहेंगे. Because to give up is very easy. One thought. तो अभी मैं नहीं आ रहा हूँ क्लास में बस. But again to take up, that whole life is over only. 10 जन्म के बाद फिर से होगा. You are seeing so many examples in our own classes. So never give up. In seva, never give up in sadhana. These are the ways we have to prepare our personality. And not at all new it. It is not at all new to us. Just like, are we giving up the samsara? No. Do the same thing this side. As simple as that. For every spiritual understanding, we ourselves are an example. But the opposite example. हम जी कैसे पकड़ूं मैं भगवान को, गुरु को? आज जैसे दूसरों को पकड़ा. हम स्वामी जी कैसे इन सबको छोड़ूं मैं? अरे जैसे भगवान को छोड़ा. In that way, we are our own selves examples for everything, to every understanding, for every understanding. So the two extremes are said. Let us mind about them. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Om ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहस्सच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिमात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्. ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. श्री श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति आध्यात्मिक पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर आयुरारोग्य क्षेमस्थैर्यादीनां द्वारा बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापना कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्र ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 पारायणम् अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः षष्ठः मन्त्रादारभ्य 6 to 10 mantras of first adhyaya for chanting. सर्वा जीवे सर्वसंस्थे बृहन्ते अस्मिन् हंसो भ्राम्यते ब्रह्मचक्रे पृथगात्मानं प्रेरितारञ्च मत्वा जुष्टस्ततस्तेनामृतत्वमेति उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्परा योनिमुक्ताः संयुक्तमेतत्क्षरमक्षरं च व्यक्ताव्यक्तं भरते विश्वमीशः अनीशश्चात्मा बध्यते भोक्तृभावात् ज्ञात्वा देवं मुच्यते सर्वपाशैः ज्ञाज्ञौ द्वावजावीशनीशौ अजाहीका भोक्तृभोग्यार्थयुक्ता अनन्तश्चात्मा विश्वरूपो हि अकर्ता त्रयं यदा विन्दते ब्रह्ममेततो क्षरं प्रधानममृताक्षरं हरः क्षरात्मानावीशते देव एकः तस्याभिध्यानात् योजनात् तत्त्वभावात् भूयश्चान्ते विश्वमाया निवृत्तिः. Thank you, friends. Om. Fourth mantra parayana. तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शतार्धारं विंशतिप्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैः षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहम्. So the Karana Brahma is a chakra. Chakra has one name, hub. That name is the Avyakta Avyakruta Maya Prakriti. Prakriti, Mula Prakriti, Samyavastha Prakriti, Pradhana Prakriti. Trivrutam. And the expression of that Maya only, the three gunas, are the three avrutis, covers on this Brahma Chakra. वो नेमी के ऊपर जो तीन चक्कर है. Shodashantam, it's in its final expression, expresses as these 16 things. Panchamahabhutas, Dashendriyani, Eko Mana. Shodashantam. Or the Shodasha Kalas as said in the Prashna Upanishad. Or the 14 Brahmandas, then the Hiranyagarbha and Virat Purush. Beautiful, this way of understanding it. Mula Prakriti, Ishvara hai he main Karana. But his Karya of Mahatattva and Virat Purusha, from these two, the 14 worlds are made. From Virat Purusha, the entire Sthula Jagat came with all individualities. And from the Hiranyagarbha, the individual Sukshma Shariras came, which are there in every of the Sthula Sharir. एक चींटी है तो ऐसे स्थूल शरीर is part of Virat Purush. The Sukshma Sharira is part of Hiranyagarbha. In this way, the creation concluded. अब बाकी जो भी हो रहा है within that creation. That is why Shodasha Antam. Antam word we are explaining. उससे beyond और नहीं है. Shodasha Antam. Then Shata Ardha Aram. This is the topic we have seen exhaustively. 50 spokes that are there. They are divided into the four things, the Viparyas, the Ashaktis, then Stushti as well as Siddhi. So the 5 Viparyas we have seen, Tamaha, Mohaha, Mahamohaha, Tamisra and Andatamisra. Then the 28 Ashaktis we have seen. Inability to control, the 11 of the faculties. 11 हो गया. Then remaining 17 में 9 Stushtis and 8 Siddhis. Not obtaining them is called Ashaktis. Then we have the 9 Tushtis we have seen. The 5 are by denying the Indriyas through 5 techniques. Trupti vaha parayam. The 4 are from the Prakriti as well as Adhara and then the Bhagya and Devata. These are the 4 things with which we had that Trupti. 4 plus 5, 9. Yesterday we have seen exhaustively the Ashta Siddhis. Every Siddhi is Jnana Siddhi only. Jnana, as much as it is there to that person, up to the Upanishadic Tattva Jnana, from even small Bhautika Jnana about the Jagat. 8 ways. One is बस जिज्ञासा हो गया. No listening from the Guru, no abhyasa. Still the jnana came because of the Pura Janma Samskara. What is called Uha Janita Siddhi. Isn't it? Second one is mhm, uh, Shabdaha. शब्द सिद्धि क्या था कि विदाउट एनी अभ्यास जस्ट बाय लिसनिंग द ज्ञानास केम. There's many youngsters children सुनते ही उनको आ जाता है. Then third अध्ययन means what? We have listening the shastra and we have done the abhyas of it, then the jnana comes. That's called as the adhyayana siddhi. 3 are done. Then dukkha vighataha tisraha. The jnana siddhi only gained, but somehow by struggling, to remove the 3 vighatas, आदि भौतिक, आदि दैविक, आध्यात्मिक विघ्न और दुख, somehow उनको प्रयत्न से पार करके विज्ञान पाना. This is called as 3 types of siddhis. In spite of adi daivika troubles, you kept them away and we have gained the jnanam is one siddhi. In spite of adi bhautika problems, you kept away them and gained the jnanam by going to the Guru Adhyana. The second one we do sometimes. The adi bhautika prapancha, our own people, etc. Both. Either they trouble us or they need us. यही दोनों चीजें. बट वो दोनों दुखी है बिकॉज दे obstruct our sadhana. Keeping them away, do the jnana prapti. That is called as the 5th siddhi. The 6th one is what? The adhyatmika troubles. This also we go through diseases, pains. Adhyatmika trouble also means the upadhis demand so many bhogas. उसको भी साइड में रखना एक दुख की बात है. We feel like sleeping early morning, but still you get up and do your sadhana. Gain the jnanam. सो आध्यात्मिक दुखों को तापों को साइड पे रखकर ज्ञान पाने का ये छठा सिद्धि. 7वां इज सम श्रेयोभिलाषी सुहृत. Just comes and gives the jnanam, we receive. In that little subtle thing is what? That Shreyobilashi has some special tapashakti. He just gives that knowledge, either by looks or by words or by touch or even by sankalp. As I told you yesterday, evening class में both Bhagavan Adi Shankara and Jnaneshwar Maharaj, they made the buffalo the chant the Veda mantra. So above 6 things that buffalo has not done, but then some Suhrut came and gave the siddhi. उसको वो पूरा क्या कहते हैं ना वेद मंत्र का ज्ञान हो गया. सप्तम सिद्धि इट इज कि सुहृदम प्राप्य या सिद्धि ज्ञानस्य सा सुहृत प्राप्तिर नाम सिद्धि. Either that suhrut can come to us or we ourselves can go. And he has his own way of communicating that jnanam to us. हमने कुछ नहीं किया, बस हो गया. Then the last one, आचार्य हित वस्तु प्रदानेन. We have Acharya and we gave him the hita vastu. By that, Acharya again. Acharya is known to us. Earlier, Suhrud is not known. Acharya himself can be Suhrud. Suhrud can be requested to be an Acharya. But here, दोनों को separate बता रहे. Suhrud बता दिया. अभी Acharya hita pradhanena. By giving the hita to the Acharya, whatever is required for him, he again has that subtle yoga shakti to make us accessible to the knowledge and make the knowledge accessible to us like the Suhrut. This is a very subtle thought, na? Like Acharya keeps on teaching us, we go on listening. It's routine. But if you do the hita to the Acharya, he does extra prayer for us. He does extra sankalpa for us. Like the child is doing some work at home, helping mother, father, and doing good studies, then an extra dress is given to that fellow, or an extra gift is given because it is natural. आपकी कंपनी में भी कोई बंदा दूर शोर से ज़्यादा काम कर रहा है, तो डोंट यू गिव दैट इंसेंटिव? सबकी तरह कर रहा है तो यू गिव कॉमन सैलरी. The temptation comes for you to contribute extra, give extra when you see from that side. So too, Acharya and Shishya Sambandha is going on. But that Shishya has done something extra for that Acharya. हित. तो फिर वो आचार्य की कृपा से उनको जल्दी ज्ञान मिलता है. आचार्य हित प्रदानेन या सिद्धि विद्यायाः सा दानम नाम सिद्धि. The above one was suhrut praptir nimittah siddhi. This is what दानम सिद्धि. ये होता है. अब शंकराचार्य जी कह रहे हैं क्या मतलब होता है. You will not speak lies, no? And we have enjoyed it. चाइल्डहुड में देखा है कि नहीं भाई, कि जब आप अपने मास्टर को सब्जी वब्जी देते हो या घर जाके सेवा करते हो तो 2 मार्क्स ज़्यादा दिया कि नहीं उन्होंने? He has given us 2-3 marks, grace marks, pass. Sometimes star also he gave us. No, he has a right authority to give it. And one of the things is this. Here the logic doesn't work. It is his love. That's it. Same way, the Guru, Acharya, when he finds out this fellow is showing extra interest to me, making my work simpler and easier. Therefore, let me bless him. Like we serve the Guru so that Acharya, his physical strains are reduced so that he can teach us Tattva. That's the purpose of our serving the Guru. Because फिजिकल उपाधियों में या मेंटल उपाधि सेवा करने थक जाते हैं. देन गुरु सेवा में थक गया ना बेटा, खाना बना के ये करके तो कल पढ़ाऊंगा पाठ. तो वो खाना बनाना गुरु को जरूरत है, इसलिए आई विल गेट भिक्षा और आई विल मेक खाना. इन द सेम वे, because the disciple is doing for the Acharya he uses his subtle tapashakti. He says, "ये देखो this 10 माला I am doing upasana for me. एक माला देखो शिष्य के लिए." And that is transferable at the subtler level. And I tell you, तो गुरु महाराज का ऐसे कृपा से हमारी गाड़ी चल रही है. Not that we are doing something great. And some of us, if you have that feeling, like I'm doing it for Gurudev, I'm doing it for our Rishi Parampara, I'm doing it for the Shastras. So they also will little bless me. Chal theek hai beta, aage बढ़. So Acharya hita pradhanena Acharyat ज्ञानम प्राप्नोति सा सिद्धि दानम नाम सिद्धि. ठीक है, सा दानम नाम सिद्धि एवं अष्टविधा सिद्धिर व्याख्याता. 8 siddhis are told. Over. So 8 siddhi, 9 tushti, 27, 17. Then 28 of the what do you call ashaktis, 45, 5 are viparyas, 50. These are all 50 spokes of the Karana Brahma Chakra. Now he little bit gives the authority for what he has said so far. Bhagavan Shankara कहते हैं एवं इन दिस में विपर्यय अशक्ति तुष्टि सिद्धि आख्याः पंचाशत प्रत्यय भेदाः व्याख्याताः. So the 50 understandings we have spoken to you, we have given व्याख्यान to you. Viparya, Ashakti, Tushti and the Siddhis. Now, Evam, and where do you find this, sir? ये भगवान आदि शंकर जी. नो, आई डिडंट से इट फ्रॉम माय ओन हेड. मैं तो कुछ भी इंडिपेंडेंट कहता नहीं. एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम द शास्त्रास ओनली आई से. श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास भगवान आदि शंकर जी का. इनफैक्ट ऑफ नोबडी देयर कैन बी एनी नॉलेज ओन. ऑल नॉलेज इज ऑफ परमात्मा रिवील्ड थ्रू द ऋषिज एटसेट्रा. Is a very highest thing. In the whole world, no religion master can say that it is only his knowledge. Knowledge doesn't belong to anyone, it's Paramatma. So, evam Brahma Purane, ब्रह्मदेव संबंधी ब्रह्म पुराणे कल्प उपनिषद व्याख्यान प्रदेशे देर वॉज अ टॉपिक ऑफ कल्प उपदेश व्याख्यान. तो कोई गुरु शिष्य को बता रहे होंगे. इन दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट षष्ठीतम अध्याय in the 60th chapter. So in the 60th chapter of Kalpa Upanishad Vyakhyana Prasanga in the Brahma Purana, Panchashat Pratyabhedaha Pratipaditaha. So these are the 50 Vedas, expression of the Karana Brahma. They are said that. तो आपको चाहिए तो आप refer कर लो. और भगवान आदि शंकर has got Vyasa Kripa. Therefore, as he has written the Puranas, therefore, which Purana sloka required to explain which thought, it clicks to him automatically. So, too, depending on Shrota, like you are Shrota, I am Akta. For both of us, what is suitable? That will be revealed through these Upanishads. When we tune to the Upanishad Rishis, for that only every day I do that 6-7 minutes of the Sankalpa and Namaskara to all the Rishi Munis, which is a very important sadhana for you and me, at least me, with all my laziness and distractions and inabilities. उनकी कृपा के बिना एक कदम भी हम आगे नहीं जा सकते. तो we remember them. So they bless us. So शंकर भगवान is व्यास शिष्य. Therefore उनको एक बार पढ़ो तो याद रहता है. व्यास जी को याद करो तो you will just tune it. That's it. है ना. अर्लियर होता है ना होटल में मेन मैनेजर के पास या रिसेप्शनिस्ट के पास फोन जाता है. देन रूम नंबर 200 में कनेक्ट करो तो देन ही विल रिंग दैट 4 डिजिट रूम नंबर 2. वो उठाएगा, भाई कोई फोन आया आपको. वी हैव डन ऑल द कनेक्शन ना ट्रंक कॉल्स. इन द सेम वे वी कांटेक्ट व्यास जी कनेक्ट्स अस टू द पुराण. वी मीन्स शंकर भगवान. So he just remembered in the Brahma Purana, in that Kalpa, Upanishad Vyakhyana Prasanga, in that 60th Adhyaya, these are given. आप जाकर पढ़ लो चाहिए तो. So he is given from his own memory, but he also is referring to the Purana quotation. उधर लिखा है, वहां से मैंने लिया. तो इससे आप मैंने दिया मानकर छोड़ो मत. If you don't have respect to me, you may leave it. Don't leave it because you have no respect to me. Take it because it is there in Puran. Yesterday, day before, 3 days, I was saying every day in the evening, no, don't look at the speaker, look at the subject. Look at the Guru Parampara who are giving. Gain that knowledge. If you look at the speaker, you become biased. You may not like him. You may be bored of him. You have a comparison that you have better Guru. Or you yourself may be better in English, etc. from the speaker. Mind to kitne khel khelta hai. So look at the subject. So here also, look at the Purana. Vyas ji ne kaha. And he quotes something else also. Athava panchashat shakti rupinah iti परस्य वा शक्तयः परस्य या शक्तयः पुराणे स्वरूपत्वेन अभिमताः. Not only in this Purana, there is some other Purana also is there. What is said there? Panchashak Shakti Rupinaha. That Lord who is expressing as the 50 Shaktis. Iti Parasya Yaha Shaktayaha. Purane, now the next word is important. Ki Sarupatvena Abhimataha. In that second reference, Panchashat Shakti Rupinaha is a very crucial thought. There, the Shaktis are expressed as the Sarupa of the Paramatma. So, Swarupattvena Abhimataha. मतलब उन शक्तियों का substratum is Paramatma. Paramatma alone is expressing as Shakti. At the time of the creation, Paramatma alone as Shakti expressing and creating. When you talk about pure Paramatma, then he alone is there, neither Shakti nor its expression, nor his expression through Shakti, as all these 50 things. The both standpoints of the ultimate Nirguna and he himself as Aguna, we should be able to accept both. Then our knowledge is becoming mature. At the same time, the goal is Nirguna only, not this Aguna, which will be answered in the next 2-3 mantras. The mantra 5, 6, 5 to ye hoga, 6th and 7th mantras about Such beautiful questions, final questions of Vedanta after listening all this are asked and they are answered. याद रखो ये 8-10 श्लोक ये पहले चैप्टर का thoroughly हमें मास्टर करना है. You are already seeing the beauty of each of the mantra. Brahmavadino vadanti, the importance of it. Then they thought about Kalatma Shakti and Kala Swabhava Niyatiri Yadrucha. Then how it is rejected. Then again they Dhyana Yoga Anugataha. Then they found the Devatma Shakti. How Bhagavan Shankara explained Devatma Shakti in those 4-5 forms. Then now same Paramatma is called as a Karana. Brahma, who is explained as a Chakra. And in that Chakra Rupa, every part how important. If you are having that intellect expanded to grasp and retain it, सफिशिएंट नॉलेज हमको हो गया ये दुनिया को साइड पे रख के तत्व को ध्यान करने के लिए. वेरी ब्यूटिफुल आर दिस गाइडेंसेस. वी हैव टू बी अवेलेबल. सो स्वरूपेण अभिमताः पंचाशत् शक्तयः, those 50 shaktis. Now ara iva yasya tam shatardharam. So that Karana Brahma, who is explained here, the chakra, of whom these are the 50 spokes. So in this way, we have to say and conclude the sentence by saying that Karana Brahma, who is Chakrarupa, who has got these 50 spokes, they have seen. So they have seen is to be added every time, only to feel that we also have to see. And in the seeing, some are seen through the eyes, many are seen through the intellectual understanding, and all of them are seen through the Shruti quotation. Shruti or Smriti or Purana or Itihasa quotation. Final seeing only through Shastras. Before that logic, before that kuch aankh se dikhte. All in all, that Karana Brahma's expression only all of them. Usko nahi chhodna. Karana Brahma. Brahma is substratum. Karana is the Maya Shakti. That is why जड़ चेतन गुण दोषमय विश्व से जड़तना और जड़ता जो है तो माया शक्ति है. चेतन परमात्मा, रूप नाम माया शक्ति है, द सबस्ट्रेटम परमात्मा. There is everything in manifested world. You see the Brahma and the Karana. Brahma the Achidananda, the Karana is Maya with its Prakriti. त्रिगुणात्मिका expressing. कहीं ज्ञान रूप में, कहीं क्रिया रूप में, कहीं द्रव्य रूप में. ज्ञान क्रिया द्रव्य belong to त्रिगुणास प्रकृति. But the astitva in that pure existence, the bhanam in that belongs to Brahman. That is why, in that Drugdusha Viveka, beautifully Bhagavan Shankara says, Asti bhati priyam rupam nama chetyam panchakam. Everything in the world has these 5 things. Asti bhati priya rupa nama. Adya trayam brahma rupam. Asti bhati priya. Priya means Ananda, belong to Brahman. Jagat rupam tato dvayam. The other 2 rupa nama belong to Jagat, which has come from Prakriti. So in this way, ara iva yasya tam shatartharam te drushtavantaha. हो गया. Now what are these 20 prati aras? That only 2-3 minutes we'll see that, then remaining tomorrow. Ki vimshati pratyaravihi. The 20 are the secondary spokes. Ara prati ara. So vimshati pratyaraha. What are the 20 pratyaras? Very easy. Dasha indriyani, which have not come so far in the list. 10 indriyas. Then tesham cha vishayaha. Their objects. So 10 indriyas, 10 objects. 20 are the secondary spokes. Okay. So the 10 indriyas we know. Shrotram, Tvak, Chakshu, Rasana, Grana. Then Vakpanipada, Payupasta. By Jnanendriya, by Karmendriya. Then their Vishayas. What are the Vishayas? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the 5 Vishayas of Shrotram, Tak, Chakshu, Rasana, Grana in the same sequence. So too, the Vakpanipada, Payupasta. What are these respective objects of that? Vachana, the Vani does. Adana, the Pani does. Then Viharana, then Payu does. The Viharana, the legs do, sorry. Then Utsarga, the evacuational organ. Then Ananda, the reproductory organ. So Panch Karmendriya, unke kaam. Panch Jnanendriya, unke kaam. Ya Vishay. These have become 20 pratyaras. Now, pratyara word he explains here. He says, Purvoktanam aranam. Of the earlier said 50 aras, prati araha. What do you mean prati araha? Ye pratividhiyante. That which support them, strengthen them. Kilakaha, like the कील ठोकना, नेलिंग कहते हैं उसको. So, Kilakaha Aranam Dadhyaya. For the earlier 50 aras, for them to be Drudha, ये नेलिंग की तरह ये काम करने वाले है ये बाकी 20 अरा, इसलिए इनको प्रति अरा नाम दिया. सो कीलका अराणाम दाढ्याय ते प्रत्यराः इति उच्यन्ते. That's why, like with the tire the car has to go, but tire should not become flat. It should be, therefore the tube is kept inside. But the tube also should not be flat, therefore उसमें हवा भरते. So that हवा and the tube is pratyara to the main ara, the tire. डायरेक्टली कोई ट्यूब नहीं चढ़ाता, नहीं कोई भी हवा नहीं चढ़ाता. गाड़ी तो चलती है बिकॉज ऑफ टायर, बट टायर कैन नॉट गो इफ इट इज फ्लैट, इट हैज टू बी राउंड. तो समथिंग हैज टू गो इनसाइड, व्हाट, हवा. बट हवा कैन नॉट बी पुट इन टायर, ट्यूब इज रिक्वायर्ड. Nowadays ट्यूबलेस टायर, बट उसका भी वही 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 फॉर्मूला है. दे आर ऑल प्रत्यरास. इन द सेम वे कीलक स्थानीय मुख्य अर दृढ़ता के लिए ये 20 वाले प्रत्यय होते हैं. अब सोच लो उनका इनका रिलेशन पता चलता. If these 10 jnanendriyas and their wishes are not there, the above said 50 of them can never exist, cannot be staying there. So in this way, पूर्वोक्तानाम अराणाम प्रत्यरा ये प्रतिविधीयन्ते कीलकाः अराणाम दाढ्याय ते प्रत्यराः इति उच्यन्ते. So taihi pratyaraihi yuktam. So this Karana Brahma Chakra also has got these 20 pratyaras also. Now next one is Ashtakaihi Shadbihi Yuktam iti yojaniyam. So Ashtakaihi Shadbihi, then Trimarga Vedam, Dvinimattaikamoham. These are the 3 more things we have to study. It will take one day. Tomorrow we'll study it. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramashubhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Naman Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Join in 5 minutes for Gita. Nara